Hello everyone and welcome to Quest and Chaos. This is our unboxing video for Icons of the Realms, Volos and Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes from Wizkids Games. Once again, we are not sponsored by Wizkids or Leatherman. However, we should be. Just throwing that out there. If you think we should be, go ahead and let both of those great, fine companies know about us. Or don't, it's cool too. So we're going to jump into this. These came out a little while ago. They are awesome. Those monster books have some of the coolest monsters in them. And I really look forward to hopefully pulling some of them to use against the Foxy Irregulars very soon. So I have pre-cut all of these boxes to avoid a bunch of time-consuming stuff. We're trying something else out with an electronic Lazy Susan, so you might hear some of it, but you're also going to see some amazing minis. Oh my gosh, starting off right, the Venom Troll. Look at how disgusting that is. Wow, that is the pus, the mucus. That is insane. That is so cool. Ugh, the veins? Oh my gosh. That's grody. We have Mitch McTortle. He's a turtle. This one has a spear. Mitch obviously has the halberd. He's pokes people in the neck. For those of you who don't know Mitch McTortle, he is in our Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign, starting at episode 4, I believe, is when I join the Last Onion Brigade and their journey to free Saltmarsh of the aquatic threat. That is a cool miniature. Had I known it was in this booster case, I might have opened these sooner. They kind of sat around the office for a little bit. This is an Autumn Eladrin. Let's see what that looks like. Right there. Ooh, the Autumn Eladrin. It's fire. It's definitely fire, I'm guessing. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. That would make an amazing player character mini. Look at those shoes. Man. Stylish shoes. This thing has to be a wood woad. I looked, I know, but I knew. It's a lot different than the other wood woad that I have. The other one, thicker, girthier, if you know what I mean. This one is more of a rogue wood woad than a fighter like the other one was. That is super awesome. Not enough plant-based characters, or monsters, I should say. All right, let's see what else we have. I'm trying to keep things going. This is... I did not look this thing up. This is a Choldrith. What is that thing? It's got a dagger. So it's a spider with a dagger. So that's a problem. Right there. That is a problem. Spider with a dagger. Problem. Step 1. Absolute problem. That is amazing. That is awesome. I would hate to face one of those. Because think about how big that is. If this is a size of a normal medium-sized creature. Ugh, gross. Gross. The Darrow. Yeah, that's an Underdark creature if I saw one. God, this spider thing is so gross. What is that, a Choldrith? That is gross. There are so many monsters in that book that I have read a lot of them and also forgotten a lot of them. I have no idea what this thing is. Seems like it would be a relative of the red cap somehow. But from hair instead of blood? I don't know. What is this thing called? This is Chorid with a K. I don't know. That's iffy. That is iffy. I feel like that's similar to the red cap. Just a hunch. That is cool. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The Bone Claw. Look at those things. Well, now I want to put this against the Foxy Irregulars. Come on, I don't know what to do. I mean, this list, there's just too many good creatures that are just awful. In a good way, you know. Back to this Venom Troll. That thing. Wow, that's so gross. So gross. Take a look at that. We're gonna move on to another box. Again, we are streaming Dungeons and Dragons a lot. 2 days a week right now. Some special streams coming up. Kickstarter that's happening. We're doing some cool things. And throwing these monsters, these Wizkids minis at them, that is ideal. If only we can get back to in person. The bone. All right, we've got an Iron Cobra. Oh God, it's way. Oh man. Iron Cobra, not to be confused with G.I. Joe's Cobra. From what I understand, the gnomes often tinker, and they make weird constructs and mistakes. According to the book, the Iron Cobra is exactly what it sounds like. It is a metal cobra with odd, strange alchemical compounds that is put in it to poison you with. This thing's disgusting. Morkoth. I can't even figure out what's happening here. I see a treasure chest, some shields, some. I see legs in there, like spindly legs, but also tentacles. This is like an abomination of creatures put together to terrorize me in my sleep. Look at that beak. So it's basically a squid type of thing with arachnid type legs and maybe a magnetic personality, or it's just using that stuff as a shield. I bet it's got magnets in its head. I should actually read the book. Now, this is actually one thing that I was really hoping to get before I realized that we are still in quarantine. But the Banderhob. Spoiler alert, if you guys tune in to Chaos Agents, the next time, episode 73? No, I don't know what episode it is. 73, episode 73. You're going to see one of these guys. Spoiler alert, that's coming at them. This thing is cool. It's got a bite attack that when it hits, it grapples, and then it swallows a person. It's going to swallow that person whole. But really, it's going to swallow someone halfling-sized, if you catch my drift. Remy, the fox, is halfling-sized. He's actually a halfling, not just halfling-sized. That is awesome. I can't wait for that encounter. That is another autumn Eladrin into another box. So there's also a hag in Mordenkainen's that is going to be coming along with that hob thing, the Banderhob. It's weird. I read that entire thing, planned it out, built my encounter, and then forgot the name of the creature. That's just me. The Spring Eladrin. It's way more refreshing. It's actually the split pea man, or the what is that giant green bean giant guy? That's what it looks like. The green giant, maybe? The cave fisher. Definitely a staple of the Underdark. I need more of them. That's the thing. That's the thing with creatures like that. You really need about 4 to really make an encounter insane for your people. You know what? This is not what I realized. This is a choker. Well, again, I have a choker from another set, which is not a small creature. It's a medium-sized creature, so this one is small. So it's kind of cool that you got different elements of sizes of chokers. That's cool. Haha, this is fun. This is a trapper. You know, it sits on the floor waiting for you, pretending to be the floor, and then it strikes. You know what's interesting? I wonder if this floor tile treatment is similar. It actually looks very similar to the Warlock tiles that Wizkids is coming out. So you could actually just drop this guy right onto your Warlock tiles, and it would blend. I mean, other than it looks like a monster, it would blend in. Or you could easily be like, nope. You know, have your tile down and then drop this and be like, no, here's what's really happening. That is awesome. That is awesome. It's a lot. Ooh, that sounded like a pretty hefty mini. I gotta say that, so I've been collecting these minis since Harbinger, actually, since they first came out. And the paint jobs have gotten so good. Oh my gosh, this is a knoll. Just look at the detail in that armor, the chain armor, the plate. Oh my gosh. I mean, hand painted. So I can't do this good, so I cannot paint this well. I know there are many painters out there that are very, very talented. You know, this looks fantastic for a pre-painted miniature. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Oh, is this a blue Ashabi? Oh, it is a blue Ashabi. Ashabi. I have some other ones from another set that I also want to. I believe there were some in the Avernus set of miniatures. I keep wanting to put them into encounters, but they are high. They are high CRs. They are high CRs. All right, we've got another Turtle. This one is a Druid. This one's a little bit closer to Mitch McTurtle in the fact that he can cast spells. Doesn't really cast Sacred Flame much. He's a cleric. Because a 1d10 halberd with the 10-foot reach is just too dangerous. Especially he is a polearm master. So he gets attacks of opportunity when you enter that 10-foot space. I like Mitch. Mitch is fun. The turtle, I should say. We have a Still Predator. Not to be confused with the aluminum predators who, you know, when you damage them, you gotta replace the whole thing. This one, steel, you can just pound out any damage that happens to it. That's a joke to you car people out there who have aluminum frames and stuff, or I have no idea what I'm saying. Aluminum, it doesn't bend as much as it breaks, whereas steel bends. That's about as much as I know on metallurgy. Literally. Tungsten is heavy. That's about it. A chip me. So, minis were a lot cooler when I was younger and I could see things. I do appreciate how they do put the name in paint. because on some of those older ones, just a few sets ago, hard to read. You know what's really cool? So I don't know if this is cool or not, but Wizkids is actually, they're re-releasing all of the miniatures sets. So if you missed out on your Tyranny of Dragons or your other ones, your Tomb of Annihilations, those types of miniatures, they are re-releasing them. Also, I don't know what it's going to do to the secondhand market and the collectability of these, but they're re-releasing them. So if you're just joining the hobby now, which a lot of us are, I mean, I've been in the hobby for a long time, but I've gotten way, way back into it now that we have this channel. This is a great opportunity to be able to go back and get those things that you missed out on because they weren't there. So Wizkids, that is an awesome idea. Thank you for doing it. We look forward to having you send us some so we can do unboxing videos for them. That is awesome. All right, this is a Mazel, which is some sort of devil. I'm assuming. I should really have read the book. You've got, this is a crossbow darrow. Of course you're gonna run into one of those, or several. Because a good encounter is several crossbow people. The Bargest. Look at that creature. That is super, oh, that's just terrifying. You know, I would not want to face that monster at all. Even if I were an adventurer with armor and weapons and stats, I still don't think that I would want to face that. I would want to stand at least 10 feet away from it and stab it in the neck. Have you guys seen the Untitled podcast that we do? It's Amy and I talking about things. We do a This Week in Kickstarter, which is fun. It is we look for things that we find cool and then we talk about it. So it's kind of, you know, kind of like this show, except for these are minis. And this one's just me. This is another Knoll. This is a Knoll pack leader. Again, look at that detail. Look at that bent wooden axe thing. Great thing about these, you can just kind of bend them. You can do a little bit of heat, and then bend that and keep it straight. That would actually, that would hold. You know, hairdryer action. All right, the Orc Claw of Luthic. That is a that's a priest in Orc. Usually the female side, where they are in charge of defending the camps. So it's healing, it's you know, a lot of defensive magic from a divine sense. Very cool. The fact that they have all of these different types of orcs and creatures and everything. You know, you don't just get a Knoll, you know, one Knoll to rule them all. You get two different Knolls that are similar, but different functions, you know, and different sculpts and different weapons. I think that is very cool. You know, they're close, you know, so you know that they're from the same family, but they're a little bit different. I like that. I really like that about these later sets that they're doing. We've got the Bodak. That is a creature of nightmares, I believe, literally. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I did not know that was in here. That feels like the statue from the first edition Player's Handbook. I have one of those at my house. The one with the guy so the guy has already taken one of the rubies out of the eyes. That is amazing. That is so cool. Oh, that is awesome. That just like instantly makes me think of my childhood and playing D&D when I was young. That is so cool. Plus, that's an animated statue. You gotta fight that thing. Man, oh man, alive. Actually, I wish Amy were here to talk about these with me. She would have fun things to say. That is another wood woad. Although she might get upset with how many turtles I have come across. That is another turtle. And another autumn eladrin. What's cool about this box, even though it is another one of these, that is that is an encounter. I would not want to do ranged attacks up close, up that, because you get disadvantage. Pew pew. I actually kind of like this this little thing. It's a little loud, but aren't we all? I think, okay, I need to go over what is my favorites. So I'm gonna go over my favorites. First off, the turtles are amazing. That's awesome. That Venom Troll, gross, super gross. These gnolls are awesome. I love these gnolls. I have a lot of gnolls already from earlier sets. These are like definite pack leaders, definite big bosses. I keep forgetting the Banderhob. I was actually hoping to get 2, but I think I'm going to switch it out to a hag plus this Banderhob to go after a sweet, innocent couple out in the woods. Yeah, so that's gonna happen. There's only one bad guy to swallow. I think that. And then whatever this is, whatever this Morkoth is, I need to go look this up right now. I have Mordenkainens and Volos in my bag right now. I need to go pull it out, and I need to see what the heck is going on with this and see if there really is a magnet in that thing's head. That's what I need to go check. Is that an action to, you know, strength check to steal somebody's? That would be a great monster, actually. They face off against a monster, it can do a magnetic field around itself. Everybody has to make a strength check or lose their weapons and their shields. That would be an awesome monster. I think I'm gonna, if this one doesn't do it, I'm gonna have to go make that monster. This one looks like it might be underwater, so you know that's an issue. Or it surfs. That could be too. This is a creature that surfs. And that is much like the plastic in our oceans. That's just debris that has like washed up on this thing as he's surfing in Santa Cruz. It's terrible what is happening. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this unboxing of Volos and Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes miniatures from Wizkids games. These are awesome. That is amazing. I want to make a magnetic creature that steals people's stuff from them. Steals your holy symbol if it's not made of wood. That'd be a lot of fun. You can't cast spells. I think I've just made a monster. Ha ha ha. Please subscribe if you haven't down below. Please cheese. Also check out some of our other content. We actually have Cheddar McCheesy. Is a character that Amy plays on our Mitten one-shot, The Tower. That is going to hit YouTube before this video, so it's out there right now. There's a playlist called Mitten's Arena Battles, where we do one-shot arena battles against crazy monsters. So one day we might, you know, grab a box of minis and be like, you're just going to fight these minis. You know, you're just going to fight this. And, well, that wasn't from the same box. You know, you're going to fight an Eladrin and a Gnoll. And a choker just for the hell of it. You know, that sometimes happens on our channel. So that is going to wrap it up. So thank you very much for sticking with me on this, wherever it is. If you like this content and you want to see more of it, reach out to Wizkids or Leatherman or anybody who you think would pay us to do this, because this is a lot of fun. We're going to put these miniatures into use, into our campaigns, and we're going to fight some PCs with them. In fact, they may even become PCs. That's the turtle. All right, so thank you. We'll catch you next time.